welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be working in the front flower beds and they look rough. We have not done any work on them probably since the end of last summer really, and they have just really needed some attention. So we've decided that we're going to spend a little bit of time getting some new mulch down, weeding them, putting down new paper. We've got some hosta that we've got to get planted that we just kind of threw in the front flower bed until we could get it planted. There's toys that have gotten thrown in there and all kinds of things. So our goal is to get the front flower beds looking much nicer, and we're gonna have to make a trip to Lowe's and we're gonna get, like I said, all new stuff and get it down and just have it looking fresh for spring. And I'm really excited about it because I just feel like when you drive up, it's like the first thing that you see. And so I just want to get it looking good. Okay, so here's the flower beds now, and you can see the paper is kind of pulling up. I mean, our plants are growing really well. This plant is growing great. Most of them are. This is our little limelight hydrangea, the mini. And then our azaleas are doing good. They need to be trimmed up, but as you can see, there's just like weeds popping through. Like there's a random bowl that we used with the cat one time. And we've got to add some mulch in. There's a pair of rain boots and some bubbles that have fallen down. And then there's the hosta that I was talking about. And again, kind of same situation. Like there's a random pot. There looks like a pink baby carrier. There's all kind of stuff in here, and we just need to get it cleaned up and get it looking fresh because again, it's the first thing you see. We just don't spend a lot of time outside in the winter, so this is just all kind of been a mess. And then the one thing I was really disappointed in are these little butterfly bushes. We got these last year during spring and we planted them, and they did so good last year. Like they were just growing like crazy. And then over the winter, they died. We hit a cold snap, and if you're not familiar with Alabama, let me show you this one too. We do not get down to 11 degrees very often, and we did. I mean, you can see some of the little new growth down here, but like this thing was huge. And so I don't think it's all the way dead, so we're trying to revive it, but it's just gonna be a slow process, I think. So we're gonna kind of have a blank space, but it's coming back. We're gonna fertilize them and we're gonna get them back growing and looking good again. It's just gonna be a process. So yeah, we're gonna get these flower beds in shape, and that is what we're going to be doing in today's video. So stay tuned for some work and some final results. So we went to Lowe's to pick up more black mulch and to get some paper to lay down and a couple more pavers. And while we were there, I of course had to go through the floral section, and they just had so many really beautiful plants there. I was really impressed with the selection. Even though they are a tad bit pricey, they were just so beautiful, and they had so many different things to choose from. They even had a couple of plants on clearance that just looked a little down, but that you could probably bring back. I ended up actually getting one of those. So I was very impressed with the selection at Lowe's. Lowe's also has a really great selection of mulch. We prefer the black mulch and the way that it looks in our flower beds, and we happened to get lucky that day and it was on sale. This is my little plant that I picked up out of the clearance department at Lowe's. So we're starting out by weeding out the flower beds because we just have not done that in so long, and we clearly had some gaps where the paper had not been put down correctly because we were in a hurry the first time we were doing the paper. So what we had to do was weed out the flower bed, and then we were going to end up going back through with the black paper and filling in the areas that needed to be recovered. Blaine, what are you doing? Whoa, that's a big old weed.
Ready? Stop right there.
Good job, guys. Y'all are helpers. Wow, good job, guys. Even though our azalea bushes are not huge, we still felt like they needed to be trimmed up a little bit just to help keep them all in the same shape. We moved these pavers out of the way so that it would be easier for us to put the black paper down, and we also changed the shape of our flower beds just a little bit. Spreading the mulch is probably my least favorite part of this, but it was necessary. It was time to add some fresh mulch down to give it a nicer look. But we all joke about it in our house, and our kids call it the stanky mulch because it smells so bad. And so every time we would open a new bag, the kids would come outside and say, "Woo, I smell the stanky mulch." So that's just one thing we don't love doing, but it needed to be done. One thing I do enjoy about working outside in the flower beds is that the kids can help us and can be a part of that, and it's just a good learning experience for them. So I always enjoy anything that we can do together as a family. So I want to refresh your memory of what the flower bed looked like before. And now look how much better it looks with just some fresh mulch and just changing the shape. I am so pleased with how this turned out. We actually didn't buy enough mulch to get both sides finished, so we just finished this one side completely, and then Blake worked a little bit on the other side, just getting weeds out and putting paper down, but we made another Lowe's trip, and so we came back the very next day and finished the other side. Woo! I love your gardening hats.
And we have handbands.
That's super cute. It didn't take us very long to finish this side and get out new mulch because we had done most of the prep work the day before.
Daddy, you still gotta ride the lawnmower and cut it.
Are y'all waiting? Yeah.
We're cutting the grass will be shorter.
Okay.
Don't cut the flowers.
Don't cut the flowers. Are you building? What are you building? A construction site. Okay.
Well, actually,
A tall skyscraper. Wow. So here's a little before view of this side of the flower bed. And here it is once it was completed. I feel like it looks so much better, so much more clean, and just nicer to look at. Thank you so much for watching this part 1 front porch refresh. Part 2 is going to be coming really soon, where we actually get on the front porch and get it cleaned up. I would love it if you guys would like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I'll see you back next time. Bye y'all.